Hello, YouTube fans and Facebook fans. This is JJ from Paranormal Talks, paranormaltalks.com. Paranormal Talks, we are here to educate and to inspire. We have studies around the paranormal and the supernatural. We want to bring that back into mainstream America and make it normal and natural, since this is such a great part of our lives. We'll be talking to this YouTube video, this Facebook video, about the 2019 personal number year of 7. This is part of numerology. Numerology is rather complex, although maybe not quite as complex as astrology or tarot, which is another divination tool, which fits under the umbrella of the Metaphysical Sciences. So this is numerology, and we'll be talking about your 2019 personal year number 7. Before we get into that, let me, if I could mention a couple of things. One is Paranormal Talks. We have a video store where we have videos of great speakers who speak around subjects of the paranormal and the supernatural. It really educates us as to how normal and natural these things are. We have near-death experience speakers, we have ET abductees, we have UFO contactees, we have psychics, mediums, we have past life regressionists, we have people who can take you to speak with your spirit guides and your soul planning in between lives. It's the entire gamut of this. You know, all of these divination tools, they actually overlap, and they have a great deal of similarities one with the other, because all these tools have been used for centuries to help us navigate more successfully through life. The videos on our video store, we also have inventors. We have a speaker who developed a camera that can photograph your energy body. It's not Kirlian photography. It's actually a mature technology that photographs your energy body, and it can see things in your aura. It can see things and people and faces, and it's quite amazing. And this method is to help heal your psychology, your emotions, your physical body. It's quite a great tool and a method, and that speaker is also found in the video store. And one last thing is we meet the second Sunday of each month here in Denver, Colorado at 1:30 in the afternoon. You can meet our speakers right there who are on the ground. So please join us the second Sunday of each month at 1:30. Now let's get started with talking about those of you who have a 2019 personal year number of 7. Now, to find out if you have a personal year number 7 this year in 2019, let me show you the formula on how to calculate that, and feel free to pause the video to look at this formula. Now, when we find our personal number year, each year, and we're going to be talking about 2019, we use only the month we were born and the day we were born. Forget the year that we were born, because we'll be using the year 2019 to find the 2019 personal number year for you. So this is what it looks like. Let's get this centered. Okay, we used an example here of someone who was born February 26. And this is just an example. So this person was born February 26, and we just add all those numbers together. February is the second month of the year, so that's a number 2. And then we add together the next number, which is a 2, and then a 6. We add all of those numbers together to one final digit, and that comes out to the number 1, and it's circled in pink. Next, we want to find the single digit for the year 2019. So we add together all the numbers in the year 2019. That's where we add the numbers 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9, and we add all of those together, and we come up with a final number of 3. So we now have, for your month and day, we have a final number circled in pink, and we have one single final number for the year 2019, which is the 3. And we add those two numbers together, and we come up with a final personal year of 4 for this example person who was born February 26. So calculate it and find out if your 2019 personal year number is 7. And if it is, let's talk about the personal year number 7. Now there are 9-year cycles because we have 9 numbers in our English numbering system. We don't count the number 0. And each number has its own element. When I say element, I mean fire, earth, air, or water. And the element for the number 7 is air, which is a thinking number. Now, unlike now the number 3 also has the element of air, but unlike 3, the number 7 air number is a much deeper thinker than, say, a number 3. And with a personal year number of 7 for this year, 2019, this is the number of analysis, deep analysis and understanding, particularly of yourself. This is a very introspective year for you. It's not a year where you're out running around, socializing, traveling, really driving things to conclusion and reaching your goals. No, this is more internal, an internal year. And I've mentioned this before, because we also analyze your name to understand what your destiny number is based on your name, your personality number based on your name, and when I say your name, the name you were born with on your birth certificate, not your married name and not your nickname or any of those other names, but the one on your birth certificate. That's the baseline for you. But I've analyzed names a lot, particularly of fine artists, famous fine artists, and I have found that the number 7 is really, really dominant with famous fine artists. I mean, like Picasso, Rembrandt, artists like that is very interesting. The number 7, the number 6, and the number 4 of all things. So this number 7 is very introspective. This is a year where you will probably feel a heightened thought process, since it's an air sign, and feeling compelled to analyze and understand yourself as well as others, but particularly yourself. Now, with these cycles, with this 9-year cycle, and here you're in the 7th step of the 9-year cycle. You started the cycle in the year 2012 with the number 1. That's when you first started down this path that you're on now. Is each number has its energy level and its focus, and the number 7 is what we call your tide is way out. You are withdrawing from the material, physical activity world. Your tide is way out, which is good because it's a year of preparation for you, because next year, in your year 8, your tide will be way in. That's when you really catch in. But right now you're preparing for it. So this year is very important for you to spend time with yourself and understand yourself. You probably won't feel compelled to really be social and to be making a lot of new friends or contacts or communicating a lot. It's really an internal number. So your tide is way out, and you'll be preparing to stabilize your personality and your spirit and your emotions. You'll just be doing this naturally, but your soul knows what it's doing. and it's in preparation for a big push for next year, in the year 2020 for you. So this is the year to spend time contemplating, to become aware of yourself, and harmonizing yourself spiritually. You may feel rather fragmented from these previous 7 years, but this year is spend time consolidating yourself so you're not so fragmented and distracted. This is a good year to meditate, to pray, and to actually take up a spiritual practice, whatever that means to you. And the spiritual practice can be any type of ritual in the house or out in nature to stabilize yourself. So it's withdrawing socially, it's dealing with your own personal issues to really pursue your growth, your spiritual growth. This might be a good time to take up some type of education to fill in some gaps that may be missing, that you have determined in your education, which may not have to do with any particular craft or financial skill or technical skill, but just about yourself. So pause, reflect on yourself, spend time alone, schedule time to be alone by yourself, and this might magically come to you. If you have children to raise and family members to take care of, there may be changes even in their schedules that gives you more time alone than you could have scheduled on your own. It's amazing how this can happen for you. Take up quiet activities. I mean, knitting is good, and reading is quite good also. Step away from business pressures or setting aggressive goals for yourself in business, and or aggressive goals for yourself in the outside world. Step back from those. I mean, this lasts only 12 months, so make the most of it. This happens once every 9 years, and it's very important for your stability and your psychological health. So do this for yourself. Reflect on yourself and your past and your plans for the future. Evaluate, are you on the right path? Does your direction need some adjustments? Do some things need to be put on the back burner? Study, write, and this is a year where you probably have more heightened ability to analyze and think than in any other year throughout this 9-year cycle. So you can really come to some real aha inspirational understandings by taking this time. And refine your skills. If you have any skill, whether it's typing, whether it's programming, whether it's any kind of craft, or if it's any type of thing you do at work, refine that skill. Instead of adding more skills to what you have, refine one of your skills. And with this clear thinking, you'll probably be more attuned to, just naturally attuned to the higher dimensions, the higher frequencies outside this material body, this material life. And you'll probably love understanding that. And you'll probably be asking yourself the question, is your direction in life, does it satisfy you? So seek the comfort in reading about great religions of the world. Take up a new spiritual practice. And when you read these books, be inspired spiritually. It'll really lift your soul and it'll give you healing. Now, this year is very important because it will stabilize you and give you a solidity for the next year, the number 8 year that comes up for you. And you'll do far more better materially and success-wise if you spend time this year alone and in contemplation, meditation, and prayer. It's a very spiritual number. I know it's tough for us Westerners, us Americans, to do, but overall it gives us a much better psychological health. So go ahead and do it for yourself. It'll be great. It'll be great for you. So thank you so much for watching this. The next video will be on the 2019 personal year number 8, and that's a knock'em sock'em kind of year. That can be very exciting. But right now, let's lay the foundation, because you have a lot to do next year. Thank you so much again for listening to this video and learning from it, so you can help yourself and your loved ones navigate more successfully through life. That's what Paranormal Talks does. We're educational. So please be so kind to like us and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you so much. Bless you and take care. Bye.